Hi all, welcome back to Shilpa's math classes. So in the last classes we discussed about what is a quadratic equation and one method for solving quadratic equation, that is quadratic formula method. So today we are going to discuss another method for solving quadratic equation, that is solving quadratic equation by using square root method. Okay, so I think you remember what is quadratic equation. So an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation in its standard form. So for example, 2x square plus 3x plus 8 is equal to 0. So there was one thing, a cannot be 0. A cannot be 0. That means B or C can be 0. Then today we are going to discuss about square root method. So actually this square root method can be applied for quadratic equations having uh, only A and C terms. That means the B term is absent here. That means B is equal to 0. The middle term is absent here. So for example, x square minus 16 is equal to 0. So we can move this 16 to the opposite side. Then x square is equal to 16, which means x is equal to square root of 16, that is equal to plus or minus 4. Okay, so we can use this method for quadratic equation having only x square and constant terms. The x term is absent here. So I will show another example. Suppose you have a direct question like y square is equal to 100. Y square is equal to 100 means y is equal to square root of 100, that is equal to plus or minus 10. Okay, then another question. Um, Suppose you have just 2x square. 2x square is equal to 0. That means x square is equal to 0 divided by 2. That is 0 itself. So x is equal to 0. Then, and I will show some more examples. Mhm. Suppose the question is like y square is equal to 49. So we can take square root on both sides. Then y is equal to square root of 49. So y is equal to plus or minus 7. Plus or plus 7 can be plus 7 or minus 7. Okay, then next one. Mhm, mhm. Okay, suppose the question is like uh, 25x square is equal to 60. So how can we solve this? We need x alone on one side, then only we can solve it. So we can divide both sides by 25. Then we will get x square is equal to 16 divided by 25. Now we can take square root on both sides. So x is equal to square root of 16 over 25. Then x is equal to plus or minus 4 over 5. Both 16 and 25 are perfect squares. So square root of 16 over 25 is plus or minus 5. Sorry, plus or minus 4 over 5. Okay, then okay, we can do one more question. Suppose the question is like this. Y square uh, plus 40 is equal to 144. Then y square plus 40 is equal to 144. If we need to solve this quadratic equation, we need y square alone on one side. So we can bring this 40 to the opposite side. So y square is equal to 144 minus 40. That is equal to y square. That means y square is equal to 100 and 24, is it? Yeah, 124. Now, this is not a perfect square, is it? 124, 144 minus 40 just makes. Oh, sorry, it's not 124, it's 104. So, 140 minus 40, that is equal to 104. So, this is not a perfect square, is it? So, how can we find the answer? Y square is equal to square root of 104. Is it square root of 104 is 10 points, not a perfect square. So we can approximate that to 10.19. So y is equal to plus or minus 10.198. Okay, so we can do questions having only x square term and constant term like this. Suppose like the x term is absent here. Like in the all examples, we could see that x term was absent. So that is the limitation of this method. So if the x term is there, we cannot use this method and we have to rely on any other method. That's why I told in the last video that quadratic formula is the most reliable method. Okay, hope the method is clear. See you in the next class. Bye.